pero me prefieres a mí, a mí. A mí, a mí, a mí, a mí.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action. Well, Greg, both of these teams love to push the pace. Think we're in for a high-speed game?
That's a safe assumption, yeah. I mean, but that'll also make this a serious test of stamina. It'll be hard for them to outrun each other all night long.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. Chris Paul is out there with Green, and it's Grant in at the small forward position. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Houston. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
And it's Green missing. White the pass to Levine. Vucevic is screen on Green. Levine for three. Şengün with the rebound. White against Paul. The pass to Şengün. And there's the drive. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
It's hard to figure out Chris Paul because he's so shifty off pick and rolls.
Hey, Steve, the Bulls haven't been to the finals since 1998, Michael Jordan's last season in Chicago.
Kevin, hard to believe, but that tells you how difficult it is to get to the finals. Also, just how important a generational player like MJ can be.
Now White following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. 6 to shoot. Here's DeRozan. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
So smooth from these in-between areas. DeRozan, gotta love his tenacity.
Şengün finds Grant, and there it is for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Levine against Green. Pass to Vucevic. It's blocked. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back.
Passing skills on another level. Chris Paul feeds his shooters.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. White the pass to DeRozan. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Down low. And it's Smith missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Elbow shot is on the way. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 6.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Green kicks to Paul. No good on the triple. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Back to DeRozan. Şengün with the rebound. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. In the corner, Smith with it. DeRozan against Şengün. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Levine dishes to Vucevic. Pass to White. Just 5 to shoot. The Rockets pull it in.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
A guy who gives his team, Steve, a ton of energy out on the floor is Coby White.
Kevin, he's definitely a spark plug, pushing the pace and trying to fire up his guys. Players love having someone like that on the floor with them.
He gets that one.
Relentless interior effort from Jeremy Grant, not letting the defenders scare him off.
Outside, White. Passes to Levine. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Smith.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White. Houston also making some changes. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Grant. And it's Thompson in for Green. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Rockets leading by 4. Smith. And Smith with the stop.
Oh, 2 loud points from Smith there. Get up, Jabari.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ball, the pass to Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A nightly double-double machine. Andre Drummond gives you reliable production.
Chicago making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. For 3, Smith finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Dosunmu. Back to Ball. Williams sends a screen for Ball to the inside. Williams gets the bucket.
When defending pick and roll, you play Ball to pass, but he still makes it work.
Rockets leading by 6. The jump hook, and it's Şengün getting it to go. Şengün's got his second basket of the game. Chicago's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's DeRozan. Nice move. Bucket is good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Paul kicks to Markkanen. Lets it go from deep. Chicago grabs the miss. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Marjanovic. Thompson is out there with Jalen Green. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Whitmore in at the 3, the small forward. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen has gone from a bit player to a starring role on offense. He says it's something that I have to get adjusted to, but going forward, I have the room and the mentality to be more aggressive. When I watch film, I always see things that can become so much better. I have a long way to go and a lot of room to improve. Kevin?
All right, good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Marjanovic. Rockets leading by 8. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Green. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
So timeout called here, the first for Chicago. And Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see that?
Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Grant comes in for Whitmore. And Thompson kicks to Grant. It's stolen by DeRozan. Stolen by Grant. He dishes it to Markkanen. From outside the arc, Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Here's DeRozan. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Grant for three. It's all in by the Bulls.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Rockets leading by 8. Green dishes to Markkanen. They kick it out to Green. Houston moving it around. Green, the pass to Markkanen. From past the arc. The rebound by Dosunmu.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
We haven't seen a lot of players come from Finland, and that's where Lauri Markkanen is from.
Not at all. Only the second NBA player from Finland. It's got to be a special feeling to represent your home country like that.
And DeRozan is selective when it comes to taking threes, but they're looking confident from the corner.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Andre Drummond. Alex Caruso comes in for Patrick Williams. Levine's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Kobe White in for Ball.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
DeRozan against Markkanen. And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Lets it go with a three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Right back at you. Zach LaVine with the immediate response to the three at the other end.
Grant, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Markkanen inside the line. Another shot. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
For a stretch four who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Markkanen does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
And there's the pass to White. It's stolen by Green. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. Here's Thompson. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Ball comes in for Green. Levine finds White. Drills the baseline jumper. White's got his first basket.
Alex Caruso, he can make that pass in his sleep.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Houston. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be the third of the 6-game road trip.
Chris Paul.
Bulls trail by 11. Levine deciding where to go with it. Inside. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
The big man, Nikola Vucevic. Strength and mobility. Booyah!
Grant for three. Rebound by the Bulls. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chicago. And then for Houston, Jabari Smith comes in for Markkanen, and it's Green in for Thompson. Paul passes to Şengün. It's good. Şengün's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. It's blocked. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Grant wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And another turnover here by Chicago.
Checking into the game for your Bulls, number 44.
Houston leading by 11. Al Paul. Scoreless thus far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Rockets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. To the middle with 4 seconds on the clock. White, good. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice vision by Levine. He gives it up instead of forcing his own play.
Nailed from three-point land.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
We haven't seen any urgency in this team so far. That's why they find themselves losing at home. They need to come out with...
And shifting attention now as we take a look at some of the other games going on. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the...
Both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The guard set is White alongside Levine. DeRozan out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
The quickness of Chris Paul isn't limited to just his offense. He is an amazing defender who can really rack up the steals.
Levine against Green. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And that comes off the assist by Levine. DeRozan's got 16 points.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open. And you watch the way DeRozan gets his. He really pounds that mid-range area.
The reason why GA, his strong ball handling skills, gets him into the lane. He also has the vertical to shoot over pretty much anyone. And he is comfortable with his back to the basket.
Levine against Green. Wants to get it to Grant and does. Paul dishes to Smith from about 19 feet. Chalk up 2 there. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
One more time for the
Şengün against White. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Smith. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Bulls lean in on their veteran core. Zach LaVine said, you just got to be consistent every day and have championship habits. Each and every day, you've got to have a goal in mind and get to that mindset of we're building for something. We've all sacrificed a little bit for the greater good. Kevin?
And that's what we're talking about. That's what it takes. David, thanks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Green. Levine with the rebound. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. Down by 12. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Over to the wing. Clock at 4. Here's Caruso. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Grant. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
White finds Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GM, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Here's Smith. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Bringing back the mid-range. Jabari Smith Jr.
Levine, the bounce pass. Fader on the way. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from DeMar DeRozan. Outside, Green. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Smith for 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And the numbers speak for themselves. Smith has been aggressive and effective all night.
And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Grant. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Hands it from downtown. DeRozan's got 10 points here in the second half.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And Şengün throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. In the corner, it's Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Levine's got it back down to within single digits for the Bulls. Hey, Steve, looking at Zach Levine now. Still a very impressive score.
He's just so consistent, Kevin. Capable of connecting from anywhere on the floor. He's really put in the work to be a lights-out scorer.
Pulls up on the wing. And Houston again with the bucket.
Easy shot for Markkanen. Has the height to shoot over anyone from that mid-range area.
Ball against Paul. Now here's DeRozan. Defense is right there. Ball finds Levine. Offline with his 3.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Here's Ball. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. White against Green. Here's Şengün. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's DeRozan. It's on target from the high post. DeRozan's got 12 now in this quarter.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Markkanen, and again, the Rockets good for 2.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
DeRozan against Smith. For 3, Levine. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Green. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them And what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Rockets, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's LeVert in at the point guard. DeRozan against Grant. DeRozan passes to Dosunmu. 5 on the clock. Fires it up. Markkanen pulls it in. Rockets leading by 17. Now here's LeVert. Pass to Markkanen. Connects from three-point range. Markkanen's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Houston. DeRozan passes to Williams. Drummond working against Sengun. And it's Drummond missing.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
LeVert the pass to Sengun. And Sengun throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
The Rockets shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
And Thompson letting his athleticism take over there as he was bumped.
Chicago's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Chicago calls timeout.
Start it.
Whitey's checked in for Dosunmu. And a switch here also for Houston. Smith is checked in.
For your Chicago Liverpool.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
DeRozan showing he's more than competent. Look at those numbers.
Rockets leading by 22. Sengun finds Smith. Thompson looking for an opening. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Youthful exuberance.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's DeRozan. Rockets with the rebound. It's tipped. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson.
Increasing his versatility every year. DeRozan causing defenders fits. Good example right there.
Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And Levine subbed in for Williams.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Attacking with purpose. Levine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
Smitty, we know the league is very balanced right now, but which division would you categorize as the best?
You could argue the Pacific Division, but I like the talent and upside of the Atlantic Division. You've got Boston, Philadelphia, New York, Brooklyn, and Toronto.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Grant, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ball, the pass to DeRozan. With the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Smith with a screen on Ball. Top of the key. Tries again, and Thompson kicks to Sengun. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
On the wing, DeRozan to the paint. Here's Vucevic. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. Houston's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Grant, that's good.
Hey, if it's working for you, why stop? They've been calling Grant's number all night.
Pass to DeRozan, 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün. Houston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And oh, what a play by Grant. And that's now 18 points for Jeremy Grant.
Smooth shooting from the veteran Jeremy Grant, proving how dangerous he can be from the mid-range.
Outside DeRozan. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And we know that several active NBA players, Steve, have their own podcasts. Players now have a direct platform for their voice, and I think they like that.
Yeah, they do. They want to be able to own their own content, want to be able to put out their different stories the way they want to. They want to be in control of everything that has to do with them.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Fires from the wing. Connects, the jumper drops.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
A good look from DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. DeRozan's got 35.
The silky smooth jumper of DeRozan. I could watch DeMar shoot all day.
Here's LeVert. Again, the Rockets score.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so it's Houston with it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Whitmore missing. Levine against Tate. Levine passes the ball. Now here's Vucevic. Tate with the rebound. And here's LeVert. Tries it from the top of the key. Can't get it to fall. So we see Houston taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Laurie. Strong start for the team. How did you keep that momentum going throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, we've had leads before this season that we blew, so we had that mindset that even if we're up, we're still going to keep pushing, so that's what we did.
You kept the pedal to the metal, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now, New Balance presents your Player of the Game.